Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a piece. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut! Hut!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw now on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 39 that time.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the first quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Leopard! Leopard!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll look to throw. And Davis has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Detroit! Detroit! Hot! Hot!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back seven, phenomenal.
Let's go. 190.
On play action, they'll throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Hey. Ohio.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. They'll look to throw here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot. And
that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now they got to get to the line quickly. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Let's go. What? 90.
He'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. So they work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for him, too.
They'll drop the throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to throw here. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns continue to roll. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad position.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2nd and goal, and Penny standing by himself in the backfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Rashad Penny, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Then the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 8 yards out. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach comes.
And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll set up a throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Just a 1-yard pick up there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Broken tackle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down.
Well, that wasn't just a loss. That was a loss of big yardage there. So the sense you're starting to get is that offensively, things are starting to pile up against them, and they've got to find a way to stop that. Conversely, how about the great call by the defensive coordinator? He realized that he's got him on the run a little bit. That call was made to get upfield penetration by his defensive front to try and get into the gaps, get upfield into the backfield, and make a big play. I think that was actually called, not so much just to, to get it done that way, but to say, hey, guess what? We're going to be aggressive, and we had an opportunity and seized it.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll take it just outside the 40. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Gone! 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 Now let's go! Green, 30.
And a little floater there is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 10 yards out. And the Browns are pouring it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Penny, a 1st down carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Watch 20, check 20. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jaron Reed in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now it's... He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The extra point up and good. A final score now from Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And this is caught. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. On the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't. Because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my